which was not in Atiku's appeal. It is the view of this court that this issue, having been dealt with by this court in S6 to CB to 501 to 23, which judgment was delivered on the 26th of May 2023, this court cannot allow the matter to be relitigated in this very court. There must be an end to litigation. For us to sit down now and talk about when this man resigned or did not resign, when they did a fresh conference or fresh primaries to replace him, which we have done before. We are not going to do it again. This matter ought not to have come here. When the matter was pending at the trial court, this court delivered that judgment. If you read the judgment of the lower court, they mentioned it, that Supreme Court has settled this matter. And that should have been the end. You now bring this issue of double nomination for us to sit on it and write another judgment. This is not how it should be. This appeal lacks merit and is hereby dismissed. My Lord, to my right, Abaji.
I agree with my learned brother, Justice John Ian Okoro, that this appeal, number SCCV 937, 2023, Mr. Peter Gregory Obi and the Independent National Electoral Commission lacks merit, and it is also dismissed by me.
My Lord, Garba Jess.
I also totally agree with the lead judgment that this appeal substantially canvass the same issues with the appeal number 935, 2023, which this court has very comprehensively dealt with. And there is no need for us to repeat ourselves because the issues are the same. The only issue that's different, like pointed out by my learned brother, the PJ, is that about double nomination, which you have settled. And we do not intend to reopen it again in this appeal. On the whole, I also join the lead judgment to dismiss this appeal for lacking in merit.
My Lord, Salawa.
Having had the privilege before now of reading a draft, the judgment prepared and delivered by my learned brother Okoro JC, I cannot but concur with the far-reaching reasoning and the conclusion that has been postulated in the judgment to the effect that the instant appeal lacks merit, thus ought to be dismissed by this court. Having associated myself with that reasoning and the conclusion, I have no hesitation whatsoever in dismissing the appeal. Appeal dismissed.
My Lord, Jauru.
Well, I had the advantage of reading in draft copy of the lead judgment just delivered by my learned brother, John Ian Okoro JSC. I entirely agree with the reasoning and conclusion contained therein that the appeal is devoid of merit and it ought to be dismissed. Consequently, I join my brother in dismissing the appeal.
My Lord Abubakar Jesse.
I also had the advantage of reading in draft the judgment of my learned brother Ian Okoro JSC, and I am of the view that the appellants have nothing useful to urge this court. The appeal lacks merit, and it is hereby dismissed by me.
My Lord Agim Jesse.
I had a preview of the judgment delivered by my learned brother,
Lord Justice John Okoro. I completely agree that this appeal lacks merit and it should be dismissed. I hereby dismiss it. Thank you all for listening. The two appeals, I think we have concluded our job today. What remains is for us to go and rest. Thank you very much. We shall rise.
Ella.
Without any dissenting voice. Like the judge said, all litigation must come to an end. They addressed all the issues, about 7 of them, and those issues were, and the judgments on each of the issues were clearly unassailable as far as I'm concerned. So for me now, it's the time for us all, every Nigerian, particularly the president, to roll up his sleeves and continue with governance. This has been a distraction. The litigants exercise their rights to go to court, but that has come to an end now. We now have to all come together as one country, one people, and move ahead and take this country where it rightfully should be. We're happy. We're excited.
So coming together, does
yes.
that mean that you'll be extending the hands to the PDP and the Labour Party? Although the APM's appeal was dismissed, but would the president be extending the hand of friendship or sportsmanship to the other political parties?
Well, listen, we shouldn't take these things personal, right? If you listen carefully to the judgment was very sound. By any objective, right-thinking person, supported with facts, with cases, with statute. The president, if you know him very well, is a Democrat. It's not now that he's extending his hands of fellowship. He's always done that. He will continue to do that, and will continue to do so on his behalf. Governance is about everybody. It's not about a party. It's not about an individual. And if we do not come together now, then we'll have ourselves to blame. Opposition is not, you don't oppose for the sake of opposition. Elections are over, litigation is over. All litigation must come to an end. Now is the time for governance. Distractions over. So yes, Mr. President, the APC, and all rightful thinking members of the society must come together, no matter what party you belong to address the issue of governance.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Sir. Excellent, sir.
Okay. Well, I want to first give all the glory to Almighty God for this judgment. It is indeed another day that the Lord has made. We're glad that this puts an end to all litigation and a closure to all the speculations and and all that. Mr. President, in his magnanimity, I'm sure will now again reach out to all to join hands with him in his renewed hope agenda. APC was his platform, but the Nigerian state is where he's president. So this is not just a victory for our party APC, it's a victory for the country. And we want to salute the judiciary, starting from the Supreme Court, the Appeal Court. Their judgment was very detailed, it was very meticulous. It laid the foundation for the Supreme Court judgment. I want to salute the judges of the Supreme Court as well. They were straight to the point. And I believe that this judgment would be seen worldwide as that which is in line with global best practices in law. I want to salute them again because, they are the bastion of hope for everybody, including the common man. And this is a victory for democracy. Opposition can now go and rest. If they indeed mean well for this country, I expect that after today, they will call President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They will congratulate him. They will now sit down and fashion out how to join hands with him in ensuring that indeed we achieve and continue to achieve our pride of place in the Committee of States across the length and breadth of the world. Once again, I congratulate President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for this victory, and I congratulate APC. I congratulate Nigeria. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Yes, just one question.
Okay, what is it? Yes.
The court today said that the FCT has no special status. As the minister of the FCT,
Maybe you don't understand what he said. FCT has no special status. What he said that in terms of calculating or having the special square, you must not win FCT before you are declared president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That FCT is like another state. So that you don't need to say, oh, if you don't win FCT, therefore you cannot be declared. That's what he said.
So you must have start with the APC crew. How many players said that you have moved to the APC?
I didn't come with APC crew. And in the court here, in the court here, I don't know where they said APC and PDP. I came here as somebody who's interested, as somebody who wanted the country to move forward. So I congratulate Mr. President, and I think that this has come to the end. No more speculation. So Mr. President can focus and do what he's supposed to do for Nigerians. Thank you.
Election litigation and the delay it tends to constitute election litigation and the delay seems to constitute distraction. Will you be moving for some form of amendments?
Well, you see,
Advice to the opponents.
well, you see, this is a developing democracy in a developing nation, so you expect such distractions to occur. But I believe we fine-tune our laws, especially electoral laws, and and we believe we shall come to the mature stage that we are expecting. Pertaining to acceptance of this verdict, I urge our colleagues, politicians, to accept it in good faith. And also I have to use this opportunity to congratulate politicians, to congratulate the leaders of the opposition political parties, because it is better for them to resort to judiciary, which they have done so, rather than taking, arms against each other.
Yeah.
So we have to congratulate our politicians for resorting to judiciary, and the judiciary has done well. It means that democracy is getting matured in Nigeria, and we are happy with that.
Many thanks, sir. Thank you.